Okay, this is a video of Slash's stone. He sent me a biz bark that actually shaved very nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and kill that edge right now. Just gently running it on the side of the stone twice. And my cherry tomato test, no bevel. I'm just gonna check, see the speed. Little water and a worn out Toma 1200. I'm just gonna raise some slurry. Just very gently. Raises a slurry pretty easily. That's as much slurry as I use. So I'm gonna see if we can get a bevel on this and how quick the stone actually is. It's a little on the small side, so I'm just gonna do back and forth circles here. And I can already see some darkening material on the slurry. Usually that's a pretty good sign. And that is bevel set, hopefully to a finish with the same stone and just a Toma slurry. Has a very nice feel, very nice feedback. You can tell it's not too coarse. There's no grittiness to it. It's very nice feel. Just do a quick bevel check. I can tell it's almost there. Not quite, so I'm actually going to refresh that. So I'm just rinsing out the stone. And I'm going to do the same thing, restart with a little bit of slurry and see if I can get a nice bevel with the second slurry. Just circles, not too much pressure. 1 second. I really like using this method because it lets me sort of gauge the speed of the stone. And this is what I do most of the time when I hone. I take it up to about 4 or 8K depending on the grind, and then a Toma slurry, and usually 1 or 2 slurries and I'm done. I'm seeing the slurry right up very nicely on the edge from heel to toe. Let me check that now again. At the bevel. I'm just going to finish this strop and see how it goes. I think 2 of the hardest things to gauge on a natural stone is how much slurry to start with and how much slurry to finish with. And that's kind of an experimental thing. I think less is more in this case. You want to sort of start with a little bit of slurry, enough to do the job, but not enough to actually set the edge backwards. And then you hone. Supposedly the slurry breaks down, gets finer, and you dilute a little bit. And then usually I finish on a little bit of slurry, not much, just very light pressure laps. One of the things I look for is as soon as you turn the blade and you start moving it, the slurry should ride up against the whole entire edge. And you can see that here. You turn it, and then as soon as it goes, the whole slurry just sort of goes right up the edge. Just very light laps here. Enough weight just to keep contact. Let's do a little stropping. And just a quick test. I'm actually not trying to cut, I just want to see if it grabs. As you can see, I don't shave it, I just grab it, and I can feel it grabbing. I'm going to give it a real strop and a test.